The Patriotic Alliance PA leader Gayton McKenzie has launched a fiery counterattack against Democratic Alliance federal chairperson Helen Zell, dismissing her claims that the PA was bankrolled by former President Jacob Zuma and defending Johannesburg Police Commissioner Shadrack Sibiya against allegations of criminal ties. In a viral live address streamed on YouTube on Saturday, Mackenzie accused Silly of losing her mind and mocked her with jabs about age and medication, remarks that have since lit up social media and reignited old rivalries between the two parties. And that she said somebody went to the Zondo Commission and said the PA was formed in 2016 by Jacob Zuma. Zondo didn't even call me. We contested elections in 2014 already. Zell had earlier alleged at a media briefing that the PA was a Zuma-backed project created to peel off DA votes in the Western Cape, a claim Mackenzie dismissed as fiction and political desperation. Never one to hold back, Mackenzie's speech blended political rebuttal with characteristic showmanship. He mocked Silly's comments and suggested she was obsessed with him online, and said, "Do you know what mad cow disease is? If you don't take a treatment, you get it. At that age that Helen Zell is, she must take her tablets. She's always on Facebook page." His comments came amid growing tensions between the DA and PA, both key players in coalition politics across several municipalities. Mackenzie accused the DA of trying to block the PA's participation in the government of national unity, claiming that President Cyril Ramaphosa personally intervened to include them. Addressing Zille's assertion that Zuma financed PA with 5 billion rand, Mackenzie flatly denied the allegation, calling it a lazy lie. He insisted that his wealth stems from his mining consultancy business, not political benefactors. Mackenzie further recounted an episode that, in his view, proved his independence from Zuma, and said there was a time when President Zuma didn't speak to me because I gave Nelson Mandela Bay to the DA, so how could I be his puppet? Mackenzie also came to the defense of Shadrack Sibiya, the embattled Deputy National Commissioner and former Hawks boss accused of running a rogue unit. He reminded the audience that Sibiya had previously worked with the DA in the city of Johannesburg, and said Sibiya worked with us in the city, worked for the DA in the city, so I don't understand. If he's a gangster now, when did that happen? I worked with him on the Jocelyn case, referencing the disappearance of Jocelyn Smith, the Saldanha Bay child whose case captured national attention last year. His remarks underscored what he described as DA hypocrisy, attacking figures they once collaborated with while claiming moral superiority. Mackenzie's tirade adds fuel to a volatile political climate ahead of the 2026 local elections. The PA, which has grown rapidly in colored and working class communities, is increasingly positioning itself as a kingmaker in coalitions, a role that has placed it on a coalition course with both the DA and the ANC. For Mackenzie, the message was clear. The PA owes its rise to no one, and said, "We don't belong to the DA, we don't belong to the ANC, we belong to the people." Meanwhile, the crime intelligence head, Lieutenant General Dumisani Khumalo, detailed how suspended Deputy Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Shadrack Sibiya used to subordinate Sergeant F. Nkosi to collect cash payoffs from criminal cartels and notorious underworld figures. Nkosi is an officer stationed at the SAPS head office in Pretoria under Sibiya's command. Testifying before the Matlanga Commission, Khumalo maintained that Nkosi was a go-to man for Sibiya and criminals. Khumalo's evidence was accompanied by CCTV footage and photographs showing Nkosi visiting the Sandhurst mansion of murder-accused businessman Katiso Katie Molefe on November 27 last year. In the footage, Nkosi arrived shortly after 4 p.m., spent less than 10 minutes inside, and then was seen leaving carrying a large white paper bag, while Molefe walked him to his official state vehicle, a white BMW. Khumalo told the commission that he's holding a bag that doesn't look heavy but has contents. It looks like he came to collect something that had already been prepared and was waiting for pickup. According to the Commission's evidence bundle, Witness C identified Nkosi as the officer who regularly collected money from cartel members for Sibiya. The witness further claimed that Nkosi handled bribe payments from both Molefe and another alleged tender tycoon Vusimuzi Matlala, who's facing a string of corruption and racketeering charges. It was also revealed that Sibiya received millions in cash from Matlala over several months, with Nkosi allegedly acting as a courier. Matlala is also said to have lavished Sibiya with gifts including 20 impalas and millions in cash. In one instance, 2 million rand in cash was allegedly delivered to Sibiya's sons and residents in January this year, purportedly to finance a guest house property. On another occasion, Sibiya allegedly instructed Matlala to hide 200,000 rand in a dustbin at Sibiya's Pretoria office for collection. Witness C testified that investigators are now analyzing Matlala's multiple bank accounts to trace the cash movements linked to the transactions. The alleged payment chains took a dramatic turn just 10 days after Nkosi visited Molefe's Sandhurst property when Molefe was arrested in a joint takedown operation by the GCIOPS and PKTT units.
So then I'm an investigator.
Okay.
I will.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Next time, yeah, midema wa Rolls-Royce muloko naile at ngwana hae wa moshimane na nyala na invite ka ke party that you don't be suspicious here when everything was
Yes.
so naile party then naile ma Rolls-Royce
Yeah.
then ka le party ke mfuta ka le 300,000 and then the other.
Yeah. The first person who spoke, who says something about investigator, who is that?
The first person who said as an investigator, it was Witness A.
The second?
The second person, it was Mr. Matlala himself when he's responding that he was driving in a Rolls Royce when he went to the marriage celebrity or for the child of General Sibiya, whereby he gave him 300,000.
And in that clip, is it just the two of them?
There's a voice. I cannot hear whether it was me. I was far from the mic or the other person, but yeah, I think it was me.
Thank you. Witness C.
What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.